This video is basically going to be talking about what it's been like after running a common rail diesel injected car on biodiesel, my blended biodiesel, for about a month. And a lot of people said, no, you can't do it, you can't do it in common rail, the injectors are too thin and it'll block them up and it'll mess it up. Well, no, it works. And if you don't think it works, well, too bad, because it does work, because I've done it.
It sounds like it's running really good. So he's gonna show us that it's perfectly fine on chippy oil. Don't worry about that. That's residue. Yeah.
So it's not impossible because I've already done it. So I was using a 50-50 mix. In the SsangYong I was using a 75 to 25 mix. I was also, so on the 50-50 mix, it ran really good and you wouldn't even notice that it's on bio other than the smell. I ran it on the 70-30 mix as well, and you could definitely see a power decrease when I went there, as in 70 bio, 70 chip, 30 pump diesel. I also ran it on, just to try it out once, on one tank of fuel I ran 90 to 10, so 90% oil. It worked, but it didn't like it. It didn't want to start. I had to hold flame to the fuel filter just to get it to start and crank over. And it did break down in front of the cop shop twice. Play the clip.
Oh, is it died? He's laughing. You're fucking kidding me, cunt! Right in front of the cop shop again.
But other than that, it's been running pretty good. It's gone through one fuel filter in a month, and that's probably a couple tanks of fuel. I can't say more than a couple, like a fair few tanks of fuel. Couple thousand kilometres I've driven in a month, including a lot of towing. I use this vehicle for work every day, and yeah, running on bio has really been good. The performance is relatively the same, slightly lower, but there is less of a difference that I notice running the biodiesel 50-50 mix in the Jeep with the injection, electronic injection, rather than the SsangYong, the Merc motor, which that was more so 75% mix, but you could definitely, the Jeep doesn't feel as restricted as the SsangYong. There's less of a difference noticeable difference between the bio and the pump gas. So if you're watching this, should you try this at home? Well, yeah, go for it, try it at home. I don't see why not, but only go for it if you do understand that this is an experimental vehicle, so sure, try it on your car at home, it's cool as, but know what you're getting into is basically what I'm saying. It might mess it up, it's experimental. Experimental things are not proven yet, as with this fuel. So, just because it works for a bit doesn't mean it's going to be long term. I don't know if it's going to have any long term effects. It's worked great for 1 month in the summertime. Today was 44. It's hot, it's northern, it's Australia. If you're living in Canada, it probably will not be like this, but I don't know. I know when I had the SsangYong running the mechanical injection, it did not like the winter time. So when wintertime comes around and it gets down to crazy cold things like 5 degrees, it's probably going to hate it. But 45 degrees, it loves it. So the other thing I was going to mention in this video while I'm at it, my trip across Australia from coast to coast is still going to go ahead. This is very good and the Jeep has been successful, so that means more likely to go. It's still going to be ages in the future, but the plan is still in place. The van project is gone because I had to get rid of it because I had too many things, so I sold it. That was in one of the previous videos. It was a diesel Kia Pregio with mechanical injection. I just sold it because I got it running and then I sold it. I didn't get a license, I just got it running. Ironically, the guy who bought it for scrap metal, so I got it running for no reason. But anyway, decent money for it. Okay money for it. So yeah, that has been the update, I guess, with the biodiesel. And hopefully for the future I'll probably do a 6-month update on how it's been going, and if there are any major mechanical problems, or if I've got to pull the engine or the pump or the injectors out, then I'm going to of course document that, because this whole channel is about documenting like documenting the biodiesel and just letting other people know. So if they want to try it themselves, welcome to do it. Some people say it wasn't possible to drive across the strait. It's been done now. Some people said you couldn't run a common old diesel car on biodiesel at all because it would block the injectors and block the pump and mess everything up. But it's been done. I've done it. It runs. Done it for a month. It's great. This is all about proving things wrong. It's about doing things that are meant to be impossible and actually doing them. That's the whole point of this. It's going to be insane. It's going to be great. And pushing biodiesel to the absolute limit of what it can be done. That's just cool. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just doing this for fun.
Upside down.